Now, back to more of Behind the Scenes at the Hanover Theater. And your host, Lisa Condit.
Thank you all for listening today. I'm excited to be here with Ruby Gibbs. She plays the role of Sylvia in Finding Neverland, which is coming to the Hanover Theater for New Year's, January 2nd through the 6th. And the run here at the Hanover Theater is generously sponsored by Commerce Bank. Welcome to the program.
Hi. Thank you so much for having me.
I am so excited for Finding Neverland to come to the Hanover Theater. I saw it on Broadway. It's totally magical, and you must be pretty excited to be part of the launch of this tour. Do you want to tell us a little bit about that?
Absolutely. It is a dream come true to be with this cast. Not only is it the most beautiful, joyous, fulfilling show to do every night, but the people that I get to do it with and get to travel the country with, I could not have asked for a better team and a better group of people. So it's the most magical experience, no pun intended, considering we're talking about Peter Pan, but I absolutely adore this cast and production and the creative team. It's been a dream.
Well, it's funny you should say that, because when I saw it on Broadway, I will admit I cried. I cried during this show, but
of course.
It is so uplifting, and the special effects are phenomenal.
I'm in it, and I cry every night.
Every night. So tell us a little bit about how you got hooked on the story and how you got involved with the touring production.
So I graduated from Elon University, the BFA Musical Theater program, in 2017. And then I moved to New York City, and I was lucky enough to get an appointment for this musical, and I went in and went through about, maybe 2 or 3 callback processes, and then I got that phone call, and June 6th was the best day of my life. I didn't know too much about the story before I went in for my initial appointment, and I got to listen to the music, I got to read the script, and these characters are so vivid and beautiful and fully developed. And on top of that, it's a story that we're also familiar with. It's the story of how Peter became Peter Pan. And so it's a musical that is so near and dear to everyone's heart, even before before the curtain rises. It's something that everyone is going to be able to identify with. And I get to play one of the most beautiful characters that I've ever seen on a stage, Sylvia Llewellyn-Davies. She's the mother of 4 young boys who becomes really close with a playwright named J.M. Barrie, and he is the one who infamously wrote the story of Peter Pan. So it's all about how that story came to be, and the magic behind it. But I'm the luckiest girl in the world for this to be my first tour. I've never been west of Missouri, and by the end of this month I'll be in California, so I can't believe this is happening.
It is incredible. It really is. And so there are so many great parts to this musical and this whole production. What are some of the highlights that you think the audience members should keep their eyes out for?
One of the things that we loved about the show is that it's so magical, but it's magical in a way that how everything's happening. You see these beautiful people are flying on stage, these beautiful lifts. There's lots of beautiful tech elements and like special effects, but all of it makes perfect logical sense, but it still takes your breath away. You know how it's happening, but it's still so surprising, and it just wraps you up in the moment. So I think that is something really unique about Finding Neverland. And it's a story that reminds you that you never have to lose your inner child, that you can always, get back in touch with your childlike sense of wonder and joy. So I think that that's something that the audience really walks away with. There's little kids in the cast, there's dogs in the cast. It's going to make you laugh and cry. So I think that's the whole package together. Kids and dogs. My goodness, you couldn't ask for anything better. So.
Those are my weak points, too, I have to admit.
I know. And the costumes are glorious as well. The costumes, the sets, the lighting, all together, it's just one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen.
They really are. So I also want our listeners to know that we, on the last performance of this run, so Sunday, January 6th at 1 p.m., we have a special performance where we also have American Sign Language as well as enhanced audio descriptive services available to people. They just need to let us know. Isn't that cool? They just need to let our box office know a few days beforehand, and really more advance notice the better. And it seems like the perfect thing and the perfect story and the perfect production to bring a group to, and especially, if there aren't a lot of options for people to see a full Broadway tour with American Sign Language, this would be a fabulous show to see.
We actually just 2 days ago did a show with ASL signers there, and it was so beautiful, and the audience really enjoyed it. So I know it's magical, just as magical.
Just as magical. So anything else you want our listeners to know about?
We are so excited to be there with you guys, and this is a show that I don't think any of us will ever get tired of. You know, when you think about the fact that we'll be doing this for about 9 months, that's more exciting than anything. So I know that, and I mean, to be spending New Year's with you guys, it'll be a new life for the show as well, and I think it'll be definitely a New Year's to remember, for sure.
It certainly will be a New Year's to remember, and we hope you all come. Check it out on our website, which is the Hanover Theater with an RE.org. It is part of our subscription series, but single tickets are available. Again, that's at the Hanover Theater with an RE.org. We've been speaking with Ruby Gibbs. She plays the role of Sylvia in her dream role here. And again, Finding Neverland, sponsored by Commerce Bank, is coming to the Hanover Theater January 2nd through 6th. We are so looking forward to the magic on stage. And thank you so much, Ruby, for taking some time to talk with us. You're welcome. Everybody stay tuned. We'll be back after this quick break here on WCRN AM 830, Behind the Scenes with the Hanover Theater.